Hi guys. Oh, I gotta pop up. That was a great intro. Hi, how are you guys? It's been forever since I've done a vlog. Seriously, I can't even remember the last time I did one. I have no idea when it was. I always mean to do them, but I have like 4 little kids. I mean, 2 of them are in school, so they're not so little, but just like second grade and kindergarten, so they're still young. Anyways, I have 2 little boys home with me all day, every day, and it makes vlogging impossible. Or vlogging. This is vlogging, sorry. Vlogging is actually something that I can accomplish every once in a while, but vlogging is like out of the question. I can't ever find the time. It's not even the time, it's the quiet. Like, the house is never quiet, and so yeah, so they make it impossible. But today, the girls are at school and the boys are with their nana, and my husband's at work. And so I thought, why not do a vlog? I have all this free time. I'm just kidding. I really am working on the fall, in case anyone is concerned with what I'm doing with my free time. I am working super, super hard on the fall, and hopefully it will be out very soon. It's taken me so much longer than I thought it would, but I think it's a good thing. It's a book that I never actually expected. If I would have written it last September when I had planned to start it, you would have gotten a completely different book, like not even the same realm of the same book. So I'm so glad I waited to write it and that it's coming together like it is, because I'm just really happy with the direction that it's going. And I'm like, it's the last Siren series book, so I'm really excited for how it will conclude, and yeah, how you guys will get to have the ending of Ivy and Ryder. So that's what I'm doing, but I thought I'd squeeze in a little vlog today and answer a bunch of your questions. So I posted on Facebook earlier today. I didn't really give you a lot of time, but you guys came up with some really good questions, and yeah, so I might as well answer them. It's on my phone, so if I'm like typing, it's because my password pops up. It's really annoying, and then I can't ever type it in correctly because I'm a little special. But anyways, the first question that I have is from Elizabeth Ingle Clark, and she would like to know, who inspires my characters? Is there a picture in your head of each character? And then she goes on to say, Love and Decay is not only her favorite of mine, but her favorite of all time. And thanks for creating the Parkers. I love that you love the Parkers. I love them too, each and every one of them. So I can't believe, can we just talk about that Love and Decay only has 3 episodes left? Like, what? Where did this season go? And truth be told, I get nothing else done during 11 Decay season. It takes up, I don't know, like 6 months, not 3, 6 months of my life, but like more than that because I start writing it beforehand, so it's really like 7 or 8 months of my year that just revolves around the Parkers and Love and Decay. So that fact that you love them makes it worth it, and thank you for loving them and for reading the Love and Decay. I'm really sad that Reagan is going to be finished with her narration, I guess, but I have some big plans for the other seasons that I'm writing, like big plans. So that'll be fun. So stick around for more announcements about that, and I'll start giving away more details about the future seasons the closer we get to the end of season 3. So those were not questions anybody asked, but free of charge. You're welcome. Just kidding. Okay, so to answer the questions that you did ask, who inspires my characters? My husband inspires a lot of my male characters, and like in good ways, and sometimes I pull on his less than good qualities. He started reading one of my books, and he hasn't really read anything of mine, which is perfectly fine with me. Do you like my frozen Band-Aid? Sliced my finger open with a knife today. So he started reading a book of mine, and he's like, yeah, I had to put that down. It got weird because it was like something that he had done exactly. So I didn't really think that he would ever read it, but yeah. So, anyways, and excuse my watering eyes. I need glasses really, really bad, really bad. And apparently that's a symptom that you're half blind, is that your eyes water all the time. So I always look like I'm having an emotional breakdown, which maybe some of the time I am, so just kidding. Who inspires my characters? My husband, like I said, I put a lot of him into my male characters, even though they're so different, they all kind of have that sarcastic vibe, and which he is very sarcastic, and I don't know, they're kind of, I don't know. I just see him a lot in all of the characters. Also, sometimes my kids, when I wrote 5 stages, I wrote a lot of my kids into those kids because I wanted them to be real, and I wanted them to be problems that real moms go through, and so that moms and women could relate to Liz. So they are pretty much my kids, like nearly identical. The second born, Abby, is a piece of work. Yeah, that's my life. That is my second born. I can't even tell you. I think I wrote her like that as therapy for myself. I'm like, the rest of the world needs to know what I go through. So I wrote Abby like my second born, Scarlett, she is going to be a very successful adult one day. Mark my words. And until then, hopefully, I am the mother that she needs because I do not feel prepared for this job. But a lot of things inspire my characters too, like bits and pieces I pick up in a song or TV. Like sometimes actors, how they take a role will inspire it. If it's not the obvious way to go, or just kind of like how they say maybe one phrase, and then I kind of run with that. Or, but yeah, most of the time it's people I love. I have 3 brothers, so anytime there's like a brother-sister relationship, that usually is inspired from one of my 3 brothers. And then friends too. I've been blessed with a lot of really great friendships in high school. I had like 7 best friends. We were there was only 20 people in my class, so there were 8 of us that really just stuck together closely. So, and we had known each other forever, for like ever. Like we had gone to school together since 2nd grade or 4th grade or so on. So, yeah, I think I heard recently that authors are supposed to like separate your life from your writing, but I don't do that. So I make it really, I just pull a lot from every part of my life and every part of who I am. Usually the main character is some part of me that I use, that I don't know, draw from. So I really want, it's really important to me to have my characters and stories be relatable, even if they're like crazy paranormal stories, or, like zombies. Like, can you relate to a 20-year-old girl going through a zombie apocalypse? Probably not in like the practical sense, but I'm hoping that you can in the emotional sense, and that there's some connection between you and the character that you feel. So I don't know, I try to put as much real life as I can into that, into my characters. So if that makes sense. And I feel like there was a second part to that question. Is there a picture in your head of each character? Yes, but it's vague. I do a lot of Pinterest pages, so if you go and you follow me on Pinterest, Rachel Higginson, you'll find a page for each of my books, except maybe 5 stages, because I haven't done that one yet. But I find those after I write the characters. So just to like, I don't know, I want it to be completely fiction. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't pick out actors to go with the characters until after they're already written. And then I find someone who matches the description, the usually impossible description that I've come up with. So I have a picture, but it's all very mental in my head. The one exception is Phoenix from the Siren series. He is actually based off of, I can't remember which one it is now. Twist, I think, from the Fresh Beats band, the super tall guy. Yeah, I was like, that guy needs to be fictional because he's so tall and lanky. So I made him fiction, but that's like the one exception. Charlotte Simpson asks, is Love and Decay going to be made into a movie or series? It would be awesome. And definitely, as awesome as that would be, the answer right now is I have no idea. No, I think. Someone would have to come to me in order to do that. I'm not going to produce the movie myself because, I mean, I don't have the money to do that. But also, I have no expertise, so it would have to be professionals because I would have no idea what I was doing. Unless you wanted me and, like, Zach to reenact it, which might be kind of weird, so probably won't happen. But yeah, until someone approaches me about it, probably not. I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. Heidi Lynn asks, have you decided to write a follow-up book to 5 Stages of Falling in Love? So I've told a couple people that one of my close friends, Candace, is begging me to write a sequel to 5 Stages and write about Emma, Elizabeth's sister. So, like, I had played with that idea for a while. It would be fun. I loved writing 5 Stages, even though it emotionally destroyed me, and I couldn't write for like a month after I finished it. But I don't think the sequel would be nearly that emotional. I don't think another book that I write will be that emotional, honestly. We'll see, maybe. But yeah, I don't, at this point, no. I mean, it won't happen for like a year at least. I'm trying to catch up with all the series that I actually owe books for. I need to finish the Siren series. I need to finish the Starbright series. I need to finish Love and Decay or get at least into season 4. I need to finish the Bet on Love series. And then I have another contemporary coming out in September. So this completely different storyline from anything I've written. So no, I don't know. If I write an Emma story, it won't be for a little bit. But I can say for sure, so I'm not ruling it out completely, but right now I'm kind of saying no, a soft no. I can say there will not be another Liz and Ben story. Maybe points of view in the future, but not a full story from them. So I can say that for sure. Melissa Wilder asks, well, first she says, I miss your vlogs. I miss them too, Melissa. So hopefully I'll get into a little bit of a nicer pattern for my writing, and I will do more of them. So hopefully, I'm hoping it's like a semi-regular event moving forward. She also wants to know what's on the menu this week at your house, and that's a good question because I haven't even thought about the next week. I'm probably need to go to the grocery store. But tomorrow my husband's grilling ribs, so you guys can be jealous of that because he makes really good ribs. And yeah, they're going to be pretty amazing. And tonight, I think sometimes we do these like, have you had like a charcuterie board? Like meats and cheeses and pickled vegetables and like hummus and I don't know, nuts. You can they're like in right now for appetizers. So we really like them, and so we're probably going to have like a late date night tonight, like an at-home date night because the girls are going to like a slumber party. So we'll put the boys to bed, do a little charcuterie board for dinner, and then have a date. Yeah, so be jealous of that. And we'll probably watch Daredevil because it's like our it show right now, and it's on Netflix, and it's so good. You guys, if you haven't seen Daredevil, you need to. And it's like nerdy superhero Marvel stuff. So, which we love because we're nerds. She also wants to know if I'm starting to feel less pressure since I started to change the way in which I approach my writing. And definitely, like, except for the fall, because I just want it to be done. I want you guys to have it. I want that series to be wrapped up. And, like, I think I'll always feel a lot of pressure with the last book in a series because I want it to be the best. But, other than that, like when I look ahead to the future, I just feel really good. So the no deadline thing really, 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 really worked for me. I mean, I like felt like I blogged and then I felt like I changed my life like drastically. Um, yeah, I even like wrote out a tentative schedule for my benefit today for the next year because that's how I plan. Like I am a planner, and it'll be hard for me not to give you a deadline just because I like to plan, even though it never works out how I want it to. But so I set this whole plan out, and then I was like, yeah, but if I'm behind on any of these, it's not the end of the world. And it really felt like it was the end of the world for. See, what happened was, okay, I wrote the Starcross series in 2011, beginning of 2012. Then I was pregnant in 2012 until August when I had my last baby, Solo. And life was crazy, and I was not the best writer I could be. I was not all you can be. I was the worst that you could be. It was, you know what you're like when you're pregnant? Well, some of you do. It's bad. Like, I am not myself. I just don't have the brain for it, and we moved that summer. So it was a nightmare. So the only book then I got out after Endless was, well, that's not true, but I got Starbright out, and it just wasn't the book that I wanted it to be, and I should never have published it, but I wasn't even in the right frame of mind to be like, this book is not you. So it took me a while to figure that out, but like in the meantime, I didn't know what I wanted to be writing. I was kind of lost, but I blame the pregnancy. I really do. And just the transition in our life. I just wasn't all there mentally, which says something about where I am now. If I'm thinking, this is where I am mentally. I don't know. But anyway, so 2012 happened, and it was kind of like this crazy year. Like, the Starcross did really well, and then Starbright did really bad, and I didn't know what I wanted to do going forward. So I started a whole bunch of projects, and I have been paying for it ever since. I started the second half of the Starcross series. Then I started The Rush. Then I wrote Bet on Us and said I would make that into a series. And then I started Love and Decay, all in, oh, and I started my dual writing project with Lila Felix, all in this 2013 time span. And since that year, I have been paying for it ever since, just with like all these books that need to be out, and like everyone has a series that they want from me, and I'm like trapped in all these different series because I'm just everywhere. So yeah, I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully we're getting there at least. Like I said, Starcross wrapped up. That was huge. Siren series is about to wrap up. That's big too. And then Love and Decay will be over in May. Not over, but I won't be like having these 2 releases a month. Craziness. And so I can finally see this light. And then on top of that, I took away my deadline pressure. And yeah, I'm feeling amazing. So I love my job, but now it's like, I really love my job. I can stop when people go ask me about it, and I've been saying it's my dream job, but it's still a job. I can kind of take away that bitterness at the end of it and just be like, yeah, this is my dream job. And I'm really not crying. My eyes are dry. I need glasses. I just got my license renewed 2 days ago. It was due in February, but shh, don't tell anyone. I finally got it renewed 2 days ago, and I passed the eye exam, which is very exciting because I honestly thought I was going to fail. And my husband is now concerned for the state of our roads and what they let you get away with to pass it, but I did pass it, so I'm not completely blind yet. Janice Townsend asks, do you know how many seasons there will be of Love and Decay? So season 3 is ending, and then there will be at least 2 more from the next point of view, which you'll find out soon. But there will be at least 2 more. I'm not sure if I will add a third. I'm going to see how season 4 and season 5 go before I decide. Kim Caldwell asks, will there be another To the Striking series? And that is a good question that I don't think Lila or I can answer, just because we're both crazy busy with our own projects right now. Like I said, I finally can see this light, and I have the summer kind of planned how I want it to go, and that doesn't leave a lot of room for another striking book. Will there never be another striking book? I don't know. I don't know if we'll keep writing together or if our lives have just gone crazy. Something that we are talking about. So, yeah, we'll see. K. Robin Paradis, is that how you say it? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, asks, what is the inspiration for your novels? And I kind of answered that with Elizabeth's question, but anything can pretty much inspire me. I just got inspired the other day by a dream that I had that was kind of cool, and I've never actually had that happen to me before. My dreams can be vivid, but like weird vivid. Like usually I'm dreaming my Love and Decay episode that I just wrote, and it's like a nightmare. It's not a real dream. But this one was kind of cool. So it was like a dream. 5 Stages was inspired by a song by The Way You Look Tonight, which is one of my all-time favorite songs. And it just, that line, there's nothing left for me but to love you, just like, I'd heard the song 1,000,001 times, but for whatever reason, the night that I was listening to it, and I paid attention to that because it's my favorite song lyric of all time as well. But the minute, I just triggered that for whatever reason. It was like that point in my life just brought me to that song, and then the 5 Stages was born, and I wrote the first chapter and the prologue and first chapter and that night was a weepy mess. My husband had no idea what was wrong with me. Yeah. But I don't know. I've been inspired. So I've been inspired by a song and a dream and conversations. I was inspired for the Siren series by Current Events. The sex slave industry kind of brought that one to life for me, and what's going on with women and children globally. Yeah, and sometimes I don't really know if I'm inspired. I just start writing, and I kind of just I don't know what triggers, characters or whatever, but something just kind of comes out of me. So yeah, lots of different things. Sometimes I say, I'm the most inspirable person ever. I just really am inspired easily, and yeah, who knows what's going to come out of it when I am. Robin Surridge wants to know if I will visit England for any type of author thing. And it would be awesome. It would be a dream come true for me to get to the UK. My husband is a huge, huge, huge Manchester United fan. And so, my dream and his dream is to go see United play in Old Trafford. And so you could, I would go to England on, the smallest excuse. I would be over there. I just haven't found the right opportunity yet, but it's definitely something that we are hoping for in the future. It will just have to be when United has a home game or around that time, so we can plan the signing and go see them in Old Trafford. We saw them last summer in Michigan, and it was amazing, but it wasn't a premiership game. It was, they just played like the summer tournament, but it was against Real Madrid, so it's kind of a big deal. Kind of a once-in-a-lifetime game. It was amazing. Nabiha Hussein, sorry if I said your name wrong, would like to know if I'd ever consider writing a story with Roxy and Titus. And then she asks, please. I don't know. The answer to that, I need a break from the Starcross. I started writing it in 2009. So, I mean, I worked on it till the very end of 2014. And that's a long time to be invested in the same series for me. I know some authors write the same series forever, but I don't think that I'm the author. I just have a lot of other projects I want to get to. So I don't know what I would do with just Roxy and Titus. I don't think I could write just like a Roxy and Titus book, but there's other characters that I would kind of love to tell stories of, Ophelia, for instance, and Xander and Xavier. But yeah, like, how does that look? What does that look like going forward? Right now, I have no idea. I have nothing planned. I have no story in my head. So I'm not ruling it out completely, but I'm not saying yes either because I just don't know. I have a lot that I want to write. I have too much that I want to write. Like, seriously, way too much. It's out of control. So that doesn't really give you an answer. But the answer is not no. That. Maybe? I don't know. Miranda Davenport would like to know, what type of writing software do I use? And I don't know if you can call me old school or lazy, but I just use Word. That's all I use. A lot of people I know use Scrivener, but I downloaded the free trial and spent like 10 minutes on it, and I couldn't figure it out. And so I gave up and haven't been back since. I don't mean to be like unwilling to change. I don't think of myself as like, I don't know, stuck in my ways, but I just haven't had the time to play around with anything else. And Word works for me. The type of writer I am goes chronologically, like chapter 1 to chapter whatever, beginning to end. I don't write the middle and then go back to the beginning or start with the end and work my way backwards. I go from beginning to end. That's how I think and create. Not that there's not problems that I have to go back and I do have to go back and like add a lot and edit a lot, but I don't really need anything beyond Word. It covers everything for me. So sorry. I know a lot of people live and die by Scrivener. They love it. And I just don't see if I cut something, like, it's gone. Like, it's gone forever. If I think, I'm a little, like, zen about it, like, hippie, too. It's like, I don't know, I go a lot by feeling, and so, like, I don't save scenes that I don't use. I just delete them. And I don't, like, write scenes that I'm not sure if I'm going to use. If it's in the manuscript, it's there, and it's good, and I believe it's supposed to be there. So, unless my editor's like, this does not need to be there, and then I'm like, okay, we'll cut it. So, yeah, so Word. I'm very old school with Word. And, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the questions. Thanks, guys, for asking and sending them in. Like I said, I'm going to do this more regularly, so if you thought of a question or if you think of one in the future, you can always email it to me or probably wait till I ask because I'm not very good at keeping information and remembering it. And then, yeah, the fall will be out soon. Love and Decay does not come out today, which just feels kind of crazy. It's so weird on non-Love and Decay Fridays. I'm always like feeling like I'm missing something. But yeah, so look for that next Friday, and I'll keep you updated on the fall. and I have lots to come. So I'm very excited about the future. So bye, guys. Have a good weekend.